Those in YouTube who are just back, I had to change the bit rate, the encoder, because we were having encoder problems. Honestly, 30. I didn't want any stutter. So I think we are good here. Stream looks fine. I'm gonna look at my task manager. 34% of my CPU, 66% of my GPU, 26% of my memory. I think this is fine.
Yeah, because it was basically this was basically unwatchable. I want to see what's over here first. No way. I got an encoder error. Even like this? Are you serious? Even after all this, I got an encoder error?
Juicy wieners, 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 juice. Wieners, juicy 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 wieners, juicy.
Cougar, I'm having a serious problem. My stream, it keeps dying and having an encoder error, and I'm changing a bunch of settings and everything, but it will not stop having a problem. I fixed the Rumble thing by changing it to like 6,000 bit rate from 8,000. That seems to have fixed it. But I'm having constant encoder errors, and I don't it's just not working. Like, it keeps crashing. The stream keeps crashing. And I don't know what to do to fix it. Hardwire, you noob? No, it's not the internet. No, I have it hardwired. I have the Ethernet cord set to it. It says that the actual stream encoding is crashing. Like, it has to do with my CPU or GPU. One of them is not, like, pulling its weight right. It's not actually, it's not my internet. My internet's fine. It's something on my computer that's making it die. Like, I mean, how does it look on stream? I mean, the stream looks pretty okay right now. Cougs, are you excited to be on a controller? You're gonna be on you'll be on the Xbox controller, the Dawn of Everything controller. Bob is gonna be on it too. I don't know. I think that encoder error was a fluke, but I might have fixed it. Maybe. We'll see. If it happens again, I'll try medium instead of slow next time. And keep bumping it down until I don't get encoder errors.
This looks just like that machine from the ruins beneath Wallbridge.
This device preserves visual recordings of research targets.
Cougs, you gonna join me today in Discord?
Lambda. Oh, hey, there's that word again.
What does it mean, anyway?
Lambda. In our world, Lambda has come to mean nightmare.
Why is that?
Lambda is a life form we discovered by accident while researching the Lostalia. When the Institute's director, Professor Cornell, began to study it, it quickly became a nightmare for us all. The worst aspect of Lambda, and there are many, is an ability to hatch monsters from its body. These monsters threw Fodra into chaos, and eventually led to its destruction.
That cocoon! It looks just like the one that appeared at World's Eye.
After wreaking havoc here, Lambda fled to your world of Aphinia. We knew Lambda had to be stopped, so we created a humanoid capable of fighting it and initiated pursuit. That humanoid is Protos Haste, the one you call Sophie. Unfortunately, Protos Haste was unable to destroy Lambda.
Okay, good.
After much discussion, we surviving Fodrans chose to seal off Aphinia in the hopes of containing Lambda there. But now, after so many years, the Aphenians have come to us.
So you built Sophie and then sent her to our world so she could defeat Lambda. Does that mean Lambda is the one who created the cocoon?
But wait, that doesn't make sense. I mean, Richard made the cocoon, right? Maybe Lambda knows how to disguise itself or something. Maybe it just looks like Richard.
I refuse to believe that Richard and Lambda are the same. I know Richard. He's not a monster. He can't be.
Sophie's getting worse.
We must hurry.
I agree.
Who
Come
who DM'd me on Twitch? Okay, well, maybe the encoder errors are gone. I only had the one.
What's happening?
Protos Haste's particles are breaking down.
Excuse me?
Protos haze is composed of individual particles that act in concert with each other. These particles, tinier than a grain of sand, come together to form a human shape. And while they act as one, the particles also possess the ability to separate from each other, which is what you see happening right now.
Asbel, Sharia, what's happening?
Hey, what's going on, you guys?
It's the result of a process called distributive preservation. Your friends must be completely synchronized with Protos haze's particles.
I don't understand.
When Protos haze suffers heavy damage, it usually splits into individual particles, shuts down all functionality, and begins the process of reconstruction. This is known as particle preservation. Distributive preservation, on the other hand, allows Protos haze to implant its particles into one or more separate vessels. Have you ever seen Protos haze split into particles like this? Anyone?
That must be what happened 7 years ago.
Yeah, it doesn't take a genius to figure this out.
But the unit shouldn't actually engage that procedure. The reason being, distributed preservation makes it much more difficult for the particles to reform. Failure could render reformation impossible. So why would Protos haze have risked entering that state?
Would her particles have any kind of effect on the vessels that they went into?
Yes. In fact, while the particles prepare for reconstruction, they would repair any damaged areas of the vessel as well.
So Sophie split herself into 3 parts and then used those parts to save Asbel, Sharia, and little bro.
For it on your PC. Is it, Cougar, is it dying or is it actually
Sophie
okay?
didn't die after
It
all.
crashed 4 times already, Cougs.
Recuperating within
Is the
us.
stream like, is it okay? Or, like,
She's been with us this whole time.
because we were having encoder issues, crashes, like, I was having some real problems.
Why we possess some of the same powers she has. Incredible.
So, what would happen if she underwent distributive preservation again in her current condition?
Distributive preservation does not allow for reconstruction of the self. She would lose all elements of her current identity.
Sophie, you risked your life for us.
Impossible. Protos haze was never designed for this kind of self-sacrifice. I fear further particle breakdown could be disastrous. We must hurry.
This'll be a breeze.
I don't know, my PC's made a hell of a noise right now. I have a battery. There better be a battery in this room. There's no battery in this room.
This'll be a breeze.
Sometimes I get
You know what I don't understand? Hold on.
about what?
Hold on.
How I could think more seriously about things.
I have. Let me use this. I want to see something here. I have 2 GPUs in my PC. One for recording, one for streaming. It's using my CPU to stream, not my other GPU. Wait, here we go. Hold on. Someone might have answered my question online. Let's see.
How do you see temp? Let me see temp. How do you see temp? Well, if I can't see it, the adrenaline software won't work. Is there really no way to do it? I mean, it's really not using that much, to be honest. Hollow, I'm having problems. Hollow. You could use a piggyback, right? Hollow. So listen to this, okay? We have major suckfest is going on right now, okay? Basically, what's going on is, yeah, it's major suckfest. So I went back to AMD encoding on my GPU because everyone complained that my CPU looked like garbage. But then I had like 4 encoder issues. The stream crashed like 3 times. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. And so we were having that problem. Now, my recording's doing all right. You know, I'm using 60 to 79% of my GPU to record at 4K 60. Okay, so super fine. Then I have a second GPU in my computer built into my processor. All right, like built into my CPU. There's a second GPU. And I was like, man, can I use that to stream with? And apparently the answer is no. You cannot use your GPU built into your CPU to stream while having another GPU onto your computer. And I was like, okay, fine. So I'll use my CPU to stream, but it looked awful. So then I was told, well, higher uses less CPU usage and bottom is lower. So I was like, well, why don't if I set it all the way to placebo, like the absolute lowest? Well, that just crashed the computer. Okay, that used to use 70% of my CPU purely just for encoding. So that was like absolutely a no-go. And then I changed it. There was very slow, slower, slow, medium fast, faster, very fast, all the way to ultra fast being the, ultra fast being it doesn't use like any of your CPU, but it looks like total doo-doo. So I put it to slow profile, and everything, everything seems to be fine. I'm using 20% of my CPU. If I go to my task manager, that means I'm only using 33% of my CPU total, which, that should be fine. 33% utilization. That's not really much, to be honest. That's not much. And to be honest, I think the stream looks okay. Like, I don't know about, like, how it looks on your end. I don't know how the stream looks, but I think it looks fine while I'm recording. I'm not having any more encoder issues because it is using the CPU and the GPU. So the encoder issues are fine. No crashes. Looks fine right now. Yeah, the only issue is I feel like I'm burning up my computer running this my CPU like this, because the thing is I'm only using 33% of my CPU. I have a really good computer. The only issue is I can feel my computer. I can hear it, dude. It sounds like a jet engine. So I'm like, I'm not using any, like, the resources are honestly, it's fine. Like, running it at slow, I can't really tell the difference. I think it looks fine on stream. I'm only using, let me put it in perspective. Using my CPU, I usually use 13% of my CPU to stream. Doing it like this, I use 24.9%, so about 25%. It being somewhere in the room, temperature controlled. I'm in the basement. It's not like it's gonna, I think it's fine. I had a few other people come in here and tell me that, like, the stream looks fine. Because honestly, I don't know if you remember, when I had it to ultra fast the other day, and it was the last couple streams, okay? Literally every stream, if you can remember, any stream before this one, it was set to ultra fast. And you remember how it had a little bit of, like, blocks? Like, block pixelation? You know what I'm talking about? Like, a little bit of like, blocky. Well, I didn't want that to show up in the stream anymore, so that's why I try to go through all this. Yeah? Well, changing it to slow fixed that. And even in these intense battles, the max CPU usage I'm getting right now is 26. 26% of my CPU usage is going to battles. So, like, I'm going to be honest, it's really no big deal. Like, that is not, honestly, CPU usage. I'm not getting 100%. With everything I am running, it's only at 44%. Even in, like, these big, with these battles and all that, I'm only using 44% of my CPU. I'm slow. I think that's fine. I'm just kind of, I don't know. Maybe there's not an issue in coding. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little nervous because I hear, like, the fans going now. Probably because it's getting hotter. But, it seems to be okay now. I'm honestly not sure. Because, it's not crashing anymore. Because I was using my GPU and it was crashing.
Sometimes I can't see the value in fighting.
Hubert.
There's no profit in the enemy's here. It's a waste of time.
Hey!
One thing that I do want to say though, never set your encoder to placebo. By the way, Hollow, if you do, straight up, Hollow, it just crashed the whole computer. It ran for a little bit, and the whole thing died. It was game over, man. Literally. The whole thing was just done. I'm running it at slow, and maybe, I don't know, maybe changing it to medium. I mean, I think it looks fine right now. I'm not seeing any pixelation or anything, but maybe changing it to medium might be... might make it a little bit better. Where am I? Okay, so I need to take a battery from somewhere. There's the battery. I got it. Okay. But Hollow, how was your day? I'm sorry talking about, like, my, you know, my problem this whole time. It's just, the stream went down like 4 times, and I kind of felt bad about it doing that, you know? Play some Wii U soonish. I'm going on an adventure tomorrow to a lake house. So there's no stream tomorrow. But yeah, so Wii U's gonna be pretty good though. I'm pretty excited. Some more Wii U. You're really getting some use out of your Wii U, huh? Keeping it on point. I watched a video today. Nintendo released a free patch. Free. To get Fire Emblem Warriors to run at 60 frames a second on the Switch 2 instead of 20. And they made a big announcement today. Free. Except you have to buy the game. And it didn't even run at 30 before. But don't worry, Hollow, it's free. I want to complete every game I got for the Wii U, all 300 of them. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. It's going to be pretty crazy. Okay. What the frick? Oh, hold on. Someone has sent me a Reddit post about this. Okay. Here, I'll DM this to you, Hollow, so you can look. Wait. Hold on. Oh, I didn't even see what you wrote, Hollow. I didn't even see your DM. Hold on. I will DM this to you, and then read what you read to DM. No. So, okay, so I look, I see the people here. Can you hear me okay? You don't have ads, right? Yeah. So Faith was removed. We cut her from the list. And I can't cut Puppy or Toasty. Toasty is my cousin, obviously, so she can't be cut. Or she would get pissed. Hi, Oakley, I see you. And Puppy is friends of the artist who's doing it, and she wants herself and Puppy to be on the controller. So I can't. That's why Puppy's there. Now Luna and Valerie, I don't know. Those are definitely good points, though. Definitely good points. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look. But yeah, Faith got cut. I did feel bad about that one, but I mean, you know, what are you gonna do? Okay, so hello. I don't know if you're looking at the guide that I sent you on Reddit, but it says medium to slow paced games can be fine. Okay, but it said right here, faster is the highest overall score. Medium slow and followed by medium slow and very fast. Now, if I go to output, I'm using slow right now. Okay. It says performance impact faster to medium is 50% slower. So if I go to faster to medium, it's 50%. Now my computer can handle slow, but it says slow, medium to slow is up to 35% slower encoding with only a 1 to 2% quality difference. So if you're gonna be here for a little bit, I'm gonna end the stream, okay? Switch it to medium, and then can you tell me if you can tell a difference? Could you do that for me if it's actually only 2% worse? Because, like, I feel like I'm burning up my CPU right now. Okay, yeah, okay. All right,